baseball fans, and welcome to another edition of the Lamar Viking Baseball Coaches Show. I'm Bill Frawley, and with me as always, head baseball coach Paul Kino. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Here we are at another rainy morning, Coach. Varsity play has not been affected, at least during district race. In terms of rainouts, we haven't had any canceled. That's got to help out in terms of not having to reschedule or have makeup games, especially as the season comes to an end. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, it's a big help pitching wise as far as not having to reshuffle pitchers, and you always have you set your plan of how you want to do things, and when rain comes it can mess it up. So when we don't have any problems with rain, it's all good. It's golden.
The 4-game win streak that we had right before the Arlington game must have brought some positive vibes. Was there anything that led to an increase in run productivity for the team?
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe kids just hitting their stride. We did up batting practice time a little bit more, so we were hitting on the field a little bit more. You know, I believe that the more cuts you take, the better hitting team you're going to be. We always spent a lot of time on it, but we even spent more time on it. But it's just kids coming around. But yeah, we won 4 in a row, and that was really good. We got some mojo, and you know, we had a tough one against Arlington High. We played well. They had the key hits. We didn't get them.
The Vikings are tied with North Crowley and Arlington at 6-5 right now in district play, behind Martin, Pascal, and Weatherford, who are all at 7-4. What does it take to get the team kind of prepared and focused to make it through the end of this district race?
I mean, you know, you try to be relaxed in practice. You try to energize them in practice. You know, try to be upbeat. You know, you want them to feel relaxed. You want them to feel confident. And we want to go out there and play the best game that we can play. I mean, I always talk to the kids about, don't worry about the scoreboard. Don't worry about what's going on. We take care of it pitch by pitch, inning by inning, playing defense, offensively and defensively.
That sounds good. Of course, then next week, Weatherford comes over here for senior night, the final home game of the season on Tuesday. First pitch at 7. We're going to need a big crowd out. Does that really help when you've got a crowd and they're cheering and rooting on?
I think it does. I mean, anytime you can play at home and you get a big, strong crowd behind you that are loud, I always think that helps.
That's great. Okay, well, everyone come out for that game. We'll have a rundown of this upcoming schedule here in a few minutes. JV and Freshmen have been having some good games and some wins out there. Kind of, what are some promising things you see coming up in the program?
Oh, I just see Coach Kelly and Coach Alexander do a great job with the younger groups. They teach them the game of baseball. That's the biggest thing is for them to understand how to play the game when they get to our level. Because when it gets to our level, it's not so much teaching the game; it may be tweaking things here and there. But they need to understand how to play the game quite a bit when they get to ours.
That's a good point, because some kids will come in either with some natural talent or some trained talent, but then it's that, as what Yogi Berra would say, is 80% mental, the other half is physical. So
yes.
It's that mental knowing what to do in certain situations.
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of senior night, some past Vikings are having success beyond the high school level. I know Brian Vins is having a great season in defense and at the plate for Ranger College. Adrian Farrago is having a great season pitching at Westmont College in California. And Coach, I've been down to Austin twice this week, and both times going into or out of town, I've been listening to some sports talk radio, and they are going on and on about how well Shane Buechele is doing at the football spring training drills and in that football spring game, the orange and white game. How does that make you and the other coaches feel as a staff about your development of players and getting them ready for beyond the high school level?
Well, you know, the biggest thing about, we want our kids to grow up to be good human beings, and that's what we hope we're a part of, is molding them into be good human beings. I mean, ultimately, you know, parents are the molders of their children, you know, as I am with, and my wife are with our children. But, you know, if we can have a part of that by helping them through athletics, that's what we want. You know, and as far as physical ability, those young men that you were talking about, incredible athletes, incredible players. They were great when they were here, and I'm glad and so proud of them that they're doing well beyond Lamar High School.
That's good. You were mentioning a few minutes ago Dunham.
Yes. Clint Dunham, he's actually coaching at Pascal. He was an all-district first baseman and pitcher for me. It's really good to see and really proud to see young men that you've coached do great things afterwards.
And now he's having an impact on
yes.
men like y'all had, so that's really great. Coach, I know William Sutherland has signed with Lyons College in Arkansas to play next year beyond the high school level. Are there any other players you know of that have signed and are going on beyond the high school level?
Nick Lorente signed to play in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, at one of the directional schools in Oklahoma. I just can't remember exactly whether it's Northwestern or Northeastern.
Okay. Well, I'm not good with directions either. I have a degree in geography, so don't worry about that at all. Well, here's the upcoming schedule for the Vikings teams. This Friday, varsity is at North Crowley, 7 o'clock first pitch. Let's be sure and take a lot of fans out there to cheer on the Vikings. JV and freshmen are home this Friday against North Crowley, 6 o'clock first pitch for JV, freshman game to follow. Then Tuesday, varsity hosts Weatherford for senior night, 7 o'clock first pitch. We will be live stream broadcasting that game over the internet. And JV and freshmen will be at Weatherford, 6 o'clock first pitch for JV, freshman team to follow. And then next Friday, varsity is at Sam Houston, 7 o'clock first pitch, and JV and freshmen will be here hosting Sam Houston. And we're going to go ahead and do an internet broadcast of that JV freshman doubleheader, 6 o'clock first pitch for JV, freshman game to follow. Until next time, I'm Bill Frawley.
I'm Paul Kino.
DFN News.